I'm Heather, and this is Diana, and we're from mindyourmind.ca, and we're sitting here with Adam and Brad from 3 Days Grace. Thanks very much, guys, for being here.
Thanks for having us.
You guys have experienced tremendous success in Zo3. Both your albums have reached platinum. What would you attribute to the band's strength and cohesiveness through the years?
I think first of all, we're friends before we're, business partners or whatever. We've been friends since high school. We started in grade 9. And we've been together ever since. That's like 16 years ago, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's important to be friends before anything else, because there's a lot of bands out there who aren't, and I think that really hurts their longevity in the end.
Currently on your website, Never Too Late is voted as a favorite track off of your album 1X. Do you guys have a favorite off the album?
I'd say for me, Never Too Late is probably my favorite song on the record. It's probably, to me, it's the most personal song on the album. It always strikes a chord with me, and it's one of my favorite songs to play live.
What about you?
I like Get Out Alive, just because it's a little different of a song for us, and it's my favorite to play.
We've read that 1X speaks about a sense of utter loneliness that ironically comes from being constantly surrounded by other people. Can you guys talk about this a little bit more?
Yeah, I guess when you're out on the road, it's it's a strange thing, because you're always surrounded by people, and everybody pretends like they know you, and they pretend like they're your best friends and that sort of thing. And when you're out long enough and being exposed to that all the time, you start to feel lonely, and that's it was a big thing for us, because we were really used to we weren't used to touring at first, so it was something different for us, and we weren't used to it. So yeah, that's really what the record's about.
I think a lot of our youth who visit the website talk about that as well, how they just, even though they may have a lot of friends or involved in a lot of things, they're still feeling alone and isolated, and they feel too like they're the only ones experiencing that. So I think that really strikes a chord with them, and that they can relate to that. They're not the only ones, maybe, and that this is something that people go through.
Yeah. It doesn't. I don't think it matters really. How good your life looks from the outside, or how bad it does. You're always you always have a situation that you feel like you want to get out of.
How do you think change within yourself, whether it's good or bad, can contribute to isolating yourself from others?
Well, I think for us, the main thing is to communicate with each other. And, there was a time a few years ago, back when the first record, we toured for like 2 years, and by the end of it, our communication kind of broke down, and I think that's really important, and I think if you change that, that's going to change a lot of things. And so now it's really important for us to just keep talking to each other.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Continue to talk. Maybe a good idea.
Yeah. For now.
The band's lyrics have such a raw and honest anger in them at times, and many people love your music for this reason, because it's so easy to relate to. How important is it to be openly honest with yourself and others about anger?
I think it's really important. A lot of people tend to just keep everything in, not want to talk about things, and it's there's so many people that just deal with problems and don't deal with them properly, and don't talk about them, and don't get them out there, and it's really important to do that.
The song Pain gives such a true description of what pain can feel like. It compares pain to feeling numb, and claims I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. Mm-hmm. Would you say that allowing yourself to feel pain that you're holding on to is part of the process of letting it go?
Yeah, I guess it would be. The song's about that. It's about feeling like you're not really, you're numb to everything that's going on around you, and you'd rather feel something, than nothing. So I guess you have to, hold in your pain for a while before you get rid of it, and that's part of the process. Yeah.
And Never Too Late is very powerful on many levels as well, with lyrics that piece together disillusions like, "This world will never be what I expected." When everything around you conflicts with your expectations, how do you reconcile this?
Again, I think the biggest thing is to actually deal with what you're going through in sort of a healthy way, and to, you know, to get certain things out on the table, and to, you know, to actually talk to people about how you feel. It's a big thing, and that's, you know, that's just one of the things that I never really did, and, you know, writing songs about it really helped me do that.
Get it out.
Yeah.
And how did you come to the realization that it is really never too late?
Have you come to that realization? Or no?
Not yet.
No.
No. Have you?
Yeah, I think so. I just, you know,
I think you have.
Yeah, I probably have. There's just so much. There were so many things that I kind of went through and had to deal with, and in the end, I realized that, you know, it was that you can change and you can become a different person if you work at it and if you try to. And yeah, it's just really important to, I think, for me anyway, to just try to stay positive and stay focused, and, you know, instead of digging my own hole.
And what's your personal favorite lyric or quote of all time?
I had one. It's an Eddie Vedder quote, but I can't remember it. So obviously it's not my favorite.
Mine is your love is like Brad medicine.
Like what medicine?
Brad.
Brad medicine.
That's probably my favorite.
That's my least favorite quote of all time.
That's why it's my favorite. Yeah.
What's the best piece of advice someone's given you?
My dad told me to try them all and pick the best one.
Try them all and pick the best one.
That's some good advice.
His dad gave me the same advice, and that was probably the best advice I ever got.
Well, that's all the questions we have.
Nice.
Thanks so much for talking with us.
Of course.
Thank you.
We love your music.
Cool. Thanks.
And good luck with the show tonight.
Thank
Not
you.
like you need it.
That'll be good.